In the world of high-threat extraction, the $3,000 per day paycheck isn't a gift, it is a payment for the type of focus that breaks ordinary men. You don't start as the hero who smashes through the window. You start as the perimeter scout, also known as the eye. Before the team can move in to grab the package, someone has to live in the shadows of the target zone for days, documenting every heartbeat of the enemy. Your office is a dusty rooftop, a cramped apartment across the street, or a hole in the ground 500 yards from a cartel compound. At this rank, your primary weapon isn't your rifle, it's your patience. You are a ghost. You sit in a hide site for 48 to 72 hours without sleep, watching the front door of the target location. You are counting guards, timing their cigarette breaks, and identifying which ones are lazy and which ones are professionals. You are mapping the atmospherics, the rhythm of the street, so the team knows exactly when the noise of the city is loud enough to mask their approach. The technical requirements are extreme. You are operating high-end thermal optics and long-range acoustic sensors. You aren't just looking for people, you are looking for vulnerabilities. You find the one gate that doesn't lock properly, or the one window that the guards ignore at 3 a.m. You are feeding this data in real time to the mission commander. If you miss one guard or miscalculate the timing of a patrol, the entire team dies in the first 10 seconds of the breach. The psychological toll of Level 1 is a strange, cold isolation. You are physically close to the enemy, yet you are completely alone. You watch people eat, laugh, and sleep through your lens, becoming an expert on their lives just before your team arrives to end them. You realize that in this $3,000 per day ladder, information is more valuable than ammunition. You are the foundation of the mission. Without the eye, the extraction is just a suicide mission. You have moved from the quiet observation of the rooftops into the heart of the fatal funnel. You are now the breacher. In a high-threat extraction, time is the greatest enemy. Once the team is detected, the clock starts ticking toward a disaster. Your job is to make sure that doors, walls, and locks do not exist. You are the one who creates the entry point and the one who dictates the speed of the violence. The breacher is a mechanical specialist. Your toolbox is a heavy tactical kit filled with hydraulic hooligan tools, high-speed thermal torches, and specialized C4 charges designed for surgical breaching. You don't just blow things up, you use the minimum amount of force required to turn a locked steel door into a pile of scrap in under 2 seconds. You have to be an expert in structural physics, knowing exactly where to place a charge on a reinforced concrete wall so it collapses inward without killing the package sitting on the other side. At this rank, your physical and mental stress levels are through the roof. You are the first person at the door. While the rest of the team is stacked behind you, ready to rush in, you are the one standing in the open, focused on the lock. You are the most vulnerable person on the team for those few seconds. You have to maintain fine motor skills, handling delicate detonators and wires, while your heart is racing and the world around you is about to explode into chaos. The $3,000 day rate at Level 2 is earned in the gap. The gap is the moment between the explosion and the entry. You are the one who steps through the smoke first. You have to transition instantly from a technician with a torch to a shooter with a rifle. You are the pioneer of the mission, the one who breaks the barrier between the safe zone and the kill zone. You realize that at this level, your value isn't just your strength, it's your ability to stay calm when you are the one holding the fuse. The breacher has opened the door, and the team has flooded the room. Now, the most critical part of the mission begins. You are the recovery specialist, often called the guardian. In a high-threat extraction, the team's success is not measured by how many enemies are neutralized, but by the physical condition of the package. You are the one who enters the chaos with a singular focus. Grab the asset, secure them, and keep them alive at all costs. Your role is a hybrid of an elite shooter and a high-level combat medic. While the rest of the team provides covering fire and maintains the perimeter, you are hands-on with the asset. You have to perform an immediate identification, making sure you have the right person in a dark, confusing room, and then move them into a body shield position. If the asset is wounded, you are the one performing life-saving surgery in the back of a bouncing SUV or under a rain of bullets. You carry a trauma kit that is as heavy as your ammunition. The psychological pressure at level 3 is unique. You are the moral center of the violence. To the asset, you are a terrifying masked figure who just blew their door down. You have to instantly build trust or use tactical control to move a panicked person who might be resisting you. You are responsible for the package's safety over your own. If a grenade comes into the room, you don't dive for cover, you dive onto the package. The $3,000 day rate at this rank reflects the specialized nature of high-value care. You aren't just protecting a person, you are protecting a reason. Whether it's a kidnapped CEO or a defector with state secrets, their life is the only thing that justifies the mission's cost. You are the bridge between the extraction and the escape. You are the one who has to say the package is secure before the team can even think about heading for the exit.
The package has been secured, and the team is moving. Now the mission rests entirely on your hands and your internal map. You are the infill-exfil driver, known in the trade as the pilot. While the team was inside the building, you were the one idling in the shadows, managing the escape window. If you are 10 seconds late to the pickup point, the team is surrounded. If you are 10 seconds early, you are a sitting duck for enemy patrols. You are a specialist in high-threat mobility. Your office is a modified, up-armored SUV, a high-speed, rigid-hull boat, or a low-flying ghost helicopter. You don't just drive, you navigate a 4,000-pound weapon through a non-permissive environment. You have mastered the art of surface reading, detecting the weight of a vehicle just by how it sits on its suspension, and knowing exactly how much damage your run-flat tires can take before they shred. You are the one who turns a narrow, crowded alleyway into a high-speed highway. The $3,000 per day rate at level 4 is for your spatial intelligence. During the extraction, the mission commander is focused on the target, but you are focused on the orbits. You are constantly calculating primary, secondary, and emergency routes. If the main bridge is blocked by a burning tire fire or a military checkpoint, you have already pivoted to an alternate alleyway before the team even gets into the car. You are the lifeline. You move the team through the buffer zone, where the enemy is most likely to set up an ambush. The psychological weight of this rank is the terror of the clock. You are the only person who can't join the fight. You must stay with the vehicle. You listen to the chaos over the radio, hearing the "contact left" and the "package secured" calls, and your only job is to remain calm and keep the engine running. You realize that you are the difference between a successful extraction and a last stand. You are the one who delivers the team back to the safe zone, and until that door opens at the airbase, the mission isn't over. You have climbed out of the driver's seat and off the breaching line. You are now the mission commander, the shadow lead. You are the tactical brain on the ground. While your team is focused on their specific sectors, the door, the asset, or the road, you are the one who sees the entire battle space. At this rank, you are responsible for the $3,000 per day lives of every man on your team and the multi-million-dollar success of the contract. Your primary weapon is communication. You are the node that connects the ground team to the high-level intelligence reachback in the home office. You wear multiple headsets, listening to the perimeter scouts' warnings, the driver's route updates, and the overhead drone feeds simultaneously. You are the one who has to make the audible, changing the entire plan in the middle of a gunfight because a new threat has appeared on the satellite map. You don't pull the trigger, you pull the strings. At this level, you master the art of risk management. You are constantly calculating the cost of staying. Every second the team remains at the extraction site, the risk of a hard response from local military forces increases. You are the one who looks at the watch and decides when to abort or when to push. You have to have the coldness of a surgeon. If a team member is pinned down, but the package is in the vehicle, you are the one who has to decide if the team stays to fight or leaves to ensure the mission succeeds. The psychological toll is the weight of ultimate ground authority. You are the one who will be interrogated by the corporate board or the government agency if the mission fails. You realize that you are no longer a soldier of fortune. You are a manager of violence. You live in the gaps, the silent spaces between the radio calls, where you have to predict the enemy's next move before they even make it. You are the architect of the escape, and your reputation is the only thing keeping the $3,000 per day contracts coming in. You have reached the ultimate level of the $3,000 per day ladder. You no longer set foot in the hot zone, and you no longer wear a headset. You are the architect of the extraction, also known as the principal. You are the executive who operates in the gray space between international law and private interests. While the mission commander manages the tactics, you manage the reality. Your primary weapon is diplomatic leverage. Before the team even leaves the hangar, you have already spent weeks or months negotiating the safe corridor. You are the one who meets with corrupt generals, local warlords, and shadow brokers in five-star hotel lounges or back-alley cafes. You don't buy people off just with money, you buy them with obligations. You ensure that when the extraction team's SUV hits a checkpoint, the guards are ordered to look the other way. You are the one who clears the path, so the team never has to fire a shot if everything goes perfectly. At this rank, you are a geopolitical broker. You understand that a successful extraction is often a failure of diplomacy, and your job is to fix it. You manage the deniability of the mission. If the team is caught, you are the one who has the political connections to ensure they are treated as contractors rather than mercenaries. You are the one who handles the $50,000 entry fees and the multi-million-dollar insurance bonds that make these high RPM missions possible. The ending of this ladder is a cold, quiet realization. You sit in a quiet office, watching a small blue dot move across a digital map of a war-torn country. You realize that you have moved so far up the ladder that the human element has become a statistical element. You don't see the blood or hear the gunfire. You only see the successful delivery of asset. You have reached the ultimate level of the $3,000 per day peak, but the cost is your name. You are a ghost, moving the world's most dangerous pieces on a board that no one else can see. You are the principal, and in your world, silence is the ultimate prophet.